right could mean trouble on this full moon.
Call it a result of your poor decisions, naive actions you take towards your very own people, you cowards.
Hey everybody, it's Kimmy. We got the whole psych warfare thing going on with this channel, which is a defense mechanism for fighting back against haters and maintaining your power. But what if we taught happy haters how to become happier people in general? Today I'm going to give it my best try. Now I know you're feeling down, Charlie Brown. But let me turn that frown upside down. Worry not, my sweets, because the love shuffler is going to teach you how to become a happier person. Ooh, it's some love. So you got to first ask yourself this question. Why so angry, bro? Why so angry? You could potentially be angry due to other people's actions towards you or against you. And nobody understands that better than me as an innocent man who's never done anything wrong to anybody to deserve to be hated and smeared and teamed up against. But regardless, once you answer the question as to why you're angry, you can move forward from that anger in order to let it go, okay? So in my case, I was very angry at people who abused me with no justifiable reason to abuse me, and even went as far as to tell lies about me behind my back and try and get me caught up in situations that I don't even relate to. And it destroyed my reputation and held me back a lot in life, so I got very angry. But that's the thing, you admit to yourself what the problem is. Okay, now I know the problem is them and not me, because no matter what I do or don't do, somebody who behaves that sort of way is absolutely crazy, not right inside of their mind. And I know the problem is not me and that the problem is them. So rather than continue to get angry at them, I just accept them for who they are, which is unfortunate, but I also know and understand that you do not need to be them. So you don't need to be a liar. You don't need to be a manipulator. You don't have to walk around angry all the time, even if people take direct action against you to cause you problems. And you do not need anyone's permission to become happy. You also do not need to say anything if they tell a lie about you behind your back and they convince people to believe that lie. Maybe a lot of people aren't right inside of their heads as well as the liar. You never really know. But you gotta do the same thing I did. Answer the question why you're so angry, then accept the situation for what it is and let it go. See, happy haters really hate happy, but they become very codependent on seeing you miserable. They want you to be fake, false, and delusional, just like them. But you don't get mad. You don't mimic their disturbing behavior. Instead, you let it go, grow. Just tell yourself, okay, that person or group of people are not right inside of their head, and their burdens are theirs to carry, because their problems are not your problems. And it's not your fault what people do. Another key foundation to becoming a happy person is to accept that you've been through a great deal of trauma in your life, so that once you accept that you've gone through the trauma, much like the very same approach of letting go of your anger, you can no longer live in trauma because you're letting go of that trauma. You also let go of the sadness of being traumatized. So once you let all that stuff go and you stop thinking about it, you can be glad that you're not really sad like the hater had hoped for you. Then the backfire comes to the individual who is codependent on seeing you sad, because whenever you're happy and you're doing well, happy haters really hate happy. And they're gonna glitch, they're gonna twitch, they might get a little bit more weird than they normally are, but it's not your problem. They do what they do and they are who they are. It's your choice to let go of people or situations who no longer serve you. So once again, letting go of trauma and anger by choosing to accept that you experienced it allows you to train your mind into becoming a much happier person. So things such as depression or post-traumatic stress disorder may not even relate to you once you can learn how to let go of these things and become happy. Uh-oh, I'm spilling the beans, everybody. The last thing they want is for you to heal yourself. I'm spilling the beans. Yeah, I said it. That's the tea. That's the tea. What people have done to you and how people feel about you is not something that you can control. Your own actions, the way you choose to live your life, and the way you feel is all your choice. But in order to become a happier person, it is essential that you let go of people and situations which no longer serve your best interests. Especially the past, because the past doesn't make us who we are or what we become. The past only teaches us that we can be the manifestors of our own reality. And whether people admit this to you or not, nobody gets off on walking around constantly being angry, hateful, jealous, envious, stressed out, anxious, nosy. Obviously, the psychology aspects of this channel that I teach are to help people who need to defend themselves from others, as well as help people maintain control over their own lives, much like I have done. Because remember, your life is yours and doesn't belong to anybody else. No one is ever going to live your life for you, and no one's ever going to tell you to let go of these people, places, and things which no longer serve your best interests, either because they are codependent on seeing you down and out, or because they just don't care about you at all. Happy haters really hate happy. I hope this was useful for whoever needed to hear it, whether you are somebody who's looking to heal from trauma, or whether you are just looking to let go of anger. You can learn how to let go of people who are codependent and reliant on seeing you traumatized. And that's the message from Kimberly Epphones, the Love Shuffler. Have a good one, y'all. Happy Sunday vibes. Bye-bye. Now that's my style.